I was the court jester, the waitress, the cook, the errand runner, the house cleaner, the snuggler, the organizer, the chauffeur, and the hand holder. I never resented a minute of it, and I never once felt it was a burden. I watched her keep a sense of humor, deny pity parties, and simply do what she needed to do to get through 6 months of terrible, 5.5 years of not so great, and all of it with that adorable smile. In 2015,
oh, can I tell the story?
Of course.
It all started with a routine mammogram.
Step up to the machine, please. A little closer. A little bit closer. Now lean in, please. Chin up. Right arm back. Right arm up high. A little higher, please. Thank you. That's very good. Move your head up a little bit. Left arm, put your left hand over here on this handle. Grab the handle. That's good. Okay, now lean in a little bit more and a little bit more. Please turn your body to the left. The other left. All right. Now move your left foot. Move your left foot to the left. All right. Excuse me, but I'm going to have to pull a little bit. And you're going to start to feel the machine closing. A little bit more, a little more, a little more pressure.
Hey, does this thing ever get stuck?
Not as much as the old machines used to. Now, please take a deep breath and hold it. Don't move. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. All done.
They did see something, and they did a biopsy. And it was after this biopsy, wrapped in a stretchy, itchy bandage, that I set off from D.C. to teach a ukulele workshop in Tennessee.
I want you to have a great time. Everything's going to be okay. You call me the second you hear anything, and we'll just talk as soon as that happens. You got it?
Got it.
I love you.
I love you. As luck would have it, I was standing in front of a group of eager ukulele students when my doctor called. I excused myself and took the call. So it's positive? Positive in a negative way? Well, thank you. I know these calls must be hard to make. It looks like you got the short end of the stick today, didn't you? Okay. Goodbye. My doctor said I would need surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation. But I had to go back to work. My ukulele students were waiting. Some people think of their cancer experience as a journey. Well, I know journeys. Thanks to music, I've been around the world to Australia, China, England, France, Israel, Japan, Mexico, Malaysia, New Zealand, Palestine, Papua New Guinea, Scotland, South Africa, Vanuatu, Wales, and Canada. Now, in my mind, a journey means you make a plan. You pack a bag. Well, cancer, that's more like being dragged through a car wash. First, they hook you on a chain, and they've got you. They drag you in the tunnel. They spray you down. They hit you with soap. Long strips of cloth go back and forth. Big wheel scrubbers spin. Well, who wouldn't have a new hairdo after that? And you see a light coming at the end. It's getting closer and closer. And you fall off the chain. And they usher you back into traffic.
What's your stage and grade?
Stage and grade. We hear that all the time. Well, in Cancer Talk, this separates those who have to know from those who don't. Those who don't will smile at a low number and say, you're fine, you probably don't even have cancer. And they'll recoil in fear at a high number. Can I have your guitar? Well, one major challenge is deciphering the barrage of numbers and medical terms that come flying at you. And the categories are genetic testing, CBC, blood test, MRI, ultrasound, CT scans, family history, onco test, fish test. Fish test? Well, I am a Pisces. Turns out I had an interesting case. All those numbers and letters, along with the cosmos, decided that I was basically screwed. Well, and who knows what all that stuff is? So I did what we all do. I went right to the internet. And what popped up? 300 links to my death sentence. But in the meantime, on my way to dying, I had to think about what I was going to look like. To wig or not to wig, that was the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous baldness, or to buy hair against a sea of troubles. When your doctor tells you you might lose your hair, you begin to think about what a head of hair means to you. Now, my hair has always been thin. I call it average Midwestern white people's hair. Nothing to get too excited about. But then having no hair at all, that's a different story. In 2007, I went with a friend with cancer to pick out a wig in a small shop in a strip mall in Wheaton, Maryland. I passed it many times without thinking about it. It was right between El Pollo Loco and a check cashing place. But now, I found myself parking in that very same lot between the Crazy Chicken and the check cashing place. Looking up at Amy's of Denmark. It's every girl's dream. Whether she wears spandex pants or boots and blue jeans, she may be younger or older, just styling or transitioning. But Amy's of Denmark is every girl's dream. Oh, it was magical there. A whole place full of wigs and hats and scarves and toupees.
Cindy.
Oh, hi, Cindy. I'm Marcy.
How can I help you today?
Well, I'm in chemo, and my doctor said I might lose my hair, so I'm here just in case I might need a wig.
Who's your doctor?
Dr. Coleman.
I know Dr. Coleman. What's your treatment plan?
It's 12 rounds of chemo with Taxol, a month of radiation, and a year of Herceptin, and after that, I don't know what.
And when do you start chemo?
2 days ago.
Oh, you already started chemo, and they said you might lose your hair. Well, honey, you've come to the right place. I'm so glad you're here. You stick with me and trust me. From the treatment plan you just told me, chances are good you will be completely bald in 10 days.
10 days? Well, that's a long way from you might lose your hair. Bald in 10 days? So 4 days later, my partner Kathy and I gathered a group of friends and we had a party in the wig shop. The only rule was that everyone had to try on a wig. And when it was my turn to get all wigged out, I tried on as many crazy not-me hairstyles as possible. I walked up to that old wig shop and found myself prepared to drop a wad of cash right there on the floor. I went inside all open-eyed and spied all wound up side by side, wigs and hats and hairpieces galore. All wigged out, the temperature's rising. All wigged out, my friends are mobilizing. All wigged out, all wigged out. Quit! A panic struck my mortal soul, and just like that began to roll around my stomach like a lump of coal. It burned and churned and twisted round till all that's left was just the sound of the wind chimes, bell inside the door. All wigged out, the temperature's rising. All wigged out, there'll be some compromising. All wigged out, yeah. All wigged out. The wig I chose was a little bit me, a little bit Hillary Clinton. It was a little bit too perfect. It was just the head of hair my mother always wanted for me.
Do you want me to thin this out for you so it looks like your real hair, honey?
Oh, no, I want all the hair.
That's no problem. Well, a lot of our customers, they like to cut their hair real short before it all falls out. It's a little more comfortable, and if we do that, I can save the long bunches of your hair and sew them onto something called a halo. It's a headband with your own hair on it, and then you put a hat on top of that, and you look just like you, and guess what? We do it all right here at Amy's of Denmark, easy peasy.
That's great, let's do that. She left me half an inch. I'd worn this hairdo once before. I was 18 months old. What I learned in the wig shop was invaluable. 1, doctors don't want to tell you how bad it's going to be. 2, it's always time for a party with good friends. 3, people who try on 1,000,000 wigs in the wig shop and have fun, they're trying to make themselves feel more calm because they're so damn terrified. 4, the whole experience helps us get ready for what's coming. And 5, wig shop ladies are awesome! Let me tell you about my history with boobs. Breasts have been a recurring theme in my life. I was a kid who ran around shirtless in the summertime with my buddies. But when I was 10, my father decided that was not the way a girl should behave, and I had to wear my shirt to play outside. When I was 11, I was given my first training bra. Now at that age, what are they really trying to train? Stay. My family made a big deal of this training bra, and we had a party with cupcakes, a real celebration. My mom said,
"It's a beautiful step towards womanhood. It's nothing at all to be ashamed of."
So, a few days later, feeling no shame, I took my training bra and put it in my pocket. And I went outside. I picked up some rocks, put them in my other pockets, climbed up my favorite tree, got settled in the crook of some branches, pulled out that training bra, put my fingers in the straps and a rock in the stretchy part, and instead of training my little girls for womanhood, I was training my marksmanship. Well, the first one didn't really go as planned, so I took another rock and put it in the stretchy part. And I pulled back farther, and hit the steps to the back porch. But not satisfied with that tremendous success, I put another rock in the stretchy part and pulled back. Aimed carefully. Pulled back farther, and broke a window. Ooh. Well, that's about the time my parents came out to find out what was going on. And my father was mortified. His face turned red. He stuttered. He stammered. Steam was coming out of his ears, and I knew that I was in big, big trouble. That is, until I saw my mother standing behind him.
I told you she wasn't ready.
And that's just the beginning of my history with boobs. My first performing band was called the Bosom Buddies. And believe it or not, this all-girl string band once played at a bar called the Booby Hatch. But these days I find myself thinking about breasts all the time. I can't get away from them. My doctor asked if I wanted reconstruction surgery, and I said, "More surgery on purpose? No way." My 2 partial mastectomies had left my breasts 2 different sizes, but then she explained that radiation would shrink my girl a little bit more. Oh, sorry, honey. Well, these days I often find myself looking in the mirror to see if I can see what's different. And I wonder if other people can see it too. Well, honestly, if they notice they're looking too close. Hey, my eyes are up here. Well, since I didn't want more surgery, my radiation oncologist suggested that I find a new way to make peace with my body the way it was now. I gave her philosophy some serious thought. And I named my new downsized boob the Little Misses. That sounded appropriate. I could bond with that. Me and the Little Misses, we're going out for a walk. We're bonded, girl. I'm not a drinker. And I never really did drugs. But once I started chemo, no need for a fancy drink. Glasses tink, flirtatious wink. I feel a little tipsy all the time. I don't need pharmaceuticals or beautiful old musicals. I feel a little tipsy all the time. Like elevations, stations, make the head feel light. Libation, sensations, keep me light both day and night. No need for expensive wine from vintage true, but sipping brew can't prove crass for lads and lasses. Love's what makes the world complete. Pretty neat, can't be beat. I feel a little tipsy. Feel a little tipsy. I feel a little tipsy all the time.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
You want something to drink?
Oh, no, thank you.
Do you want some chocolate?
Yes.
Do you want to watch a movie?
Yeah, that'd be good. Honey, I'm so sorry.
What for?
I screwed up our lives.
You're right. You completely screwed up our lives. Look at us. You're lying back, you got your feet up, you're having a cocktail, I'm the designated driver. This is a mess. But we're married, and you're stuck with me.
No, seriously, I don't know when or if I'll ever play music again. You know, if this neuropathy gets much worse, it could be a long time. Do you want to go do some shows without me?
Definitely not. Then who would take care of you? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna watch movies together. I'm gonna watch you sleep. Oh. I'm going to make you homemade organic soups in the Vitamix. I'm gonna go to every chemo. I'm gonna go to every doctor's appointment. I'm going to keep the idiots and the assholes away from you. And we're gonna have a party when you finish chemo, a party when you finish radiation, and we're gonna get through this one day at a time together. You got it?
Got it.
Now, let me kiss your bald spot. Oh, so many to choose from. So, what movie you want to sleep through?
You better pick.
I went to every appointment. I made sure all of our questions were answered. I let the doctors know that our meeting was over when I said it was over and not before. Like when the doctor was leaving and I said, hey, please take a look at Marcy's feet. They are as big as watermelons, incredibly painful, and she can only wear size 14 Uggs. My ability to do this made me realize how incredibly important it is to have an advocate with you when you are navigating a life-threatening illness, and that some people go through this alone. Marcy, psst, Marcy. The Benadryl is working. I get to watch her sleep again.
Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody the old gray goose is dead.
Marcy,
What, Mom?
learn a different song.
Okay. I know. I'll write a song. I'll write a song about Jesus. Jesus is my backseat driver. Jesus tells me where to go, where to go, where to go. When the gasoline is cheapest, my friend Jesus tells me so.
Oh, good God. I can still hear you.
I love the tree. I love the butterflies. Love is the answer. What is the question?
That's so pretty. That's my kid. How you doing?
Oh,
You missed the whole movie.
I had a movie of my own.
Well, you can tell me about it on the way home. I'm going to go get the car.
You know the old saying, there's no such thing as a dumb question? It turns out there is. When you have cancer, everyone has an opinion, and there is no way to be prepared for the questions they'll ask you, like, what are your chances? Poof, this one came with a punch in the arm. Not a great idea for someone who just had a biopsy.
Are you going to have reconstruction surgery? Because my friend had reconstruction surgery. It was horribly painful. They take these spacers, they put them where your breasts used to be, and they stretch and they stretch and they stretch and they stretch.
No. And that was from a licensed psychotherapist.
I had a friend with that. Oh, she died. Don't do chemo. It's rat poisoning.
Are you going to use Western medicine?
You know, you can cure yourself with marijuana, and if it don't work, you ain't gonna care.
That's for sure. You know why you got cancer, don't you?
Stress. Stress causes cancer.
Well, they got that one totally backward. Cancer causes stress.
Don't do chemo. You can cure yourself with your mind.
My mind? A lot of us have good ideas, the simple and profound. Here's a word of caution before spreading them around. Unsolicited advice. Some folks say it isn't nice, so I better think twice. No unsolicited advice. Life can use a little spice, like adding flavor to life's rice. But I'm just rolling the dice with unsolicited advice. Discuss, inquire, or truth unmasked, but don't go answering questions that no one's ever asked. Unsolicited advice. I know that I would pay a price. Let me be concise. No unsolicited advice. Discuss, inquire, or truth unmasked, but don't go answering questions that no one's ever asked. unsolicited advice. I know that I would pay a price, so let me be concise. No. Don't say it. I know you want to. No unsolicited advice. But sometimes people get it just right. The night I got my diagnosis, I had a concert to perform. I was backstage in the dressing room getting ready to go on, but I was anything but ready. My dear friend Jim opened the door to the dressing room, stepped in, saw my tears, and slowly backed back out of the room. A few seconds later, he came back in. He said, "You okay, buddy?" I was obviously not okay. I told him what happened, and he said, "Cancer is not a death sentence. Just take it one step at a time and get it done. If they offer you chemo, take it. It's better to just do it and get it over with. And that way, if it ever comes back, you'll have no regrets." Well, he gave me a big, gentle bear hug. And as I was leaving the dressing room, he said, "Now, buddy, go out there and knock 'em dead." Interesting choice of words. Hi, everybody. I have cancer. Can you tell? Yes, the hospital gave us these handy, inconspicuous My Chemo bags to wear around the hospital just so everyone knew what we were there for. What was in the bag? Oh, let's see here. A word search puzzle book in large print. Oh, lemon drops. A pamphlet with pictures of happy people with cancer. A scratchy polyester head cap. Last but not least, a lint roller. Now, at first that may seem weird because nobody tells you what it's for. But when your hair starts falling out and gets on your clothes, you understand. Well, I just started lint rolling my head. Cancer patients have so much in common. It's really almost like having new family members that you've never met. We all start to look alike right away. At first, we look like this. But as your hair, eyebrows, and eyelashes fall out, and you look a little puffy from the steroids that fool your body into accepting the chemicals, well, there's a look to that. We all look related, regardless of our skin color or background. And we are related. We understand each other. We know each other's hopes and dreams, and we know each other's pain. We know how to look each other in the eye and say, "Nice hat!" 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, where'd you get that hat? Where did you get that hat? You're looking mighty marvelous, so great that we must chat. I know you're in a hurry, you probably must scat. But before you go, please tell me, where did you get that hat? Where did you get that hat? started chemo, I was told that it might damage my nerves, that I might have trouble using my hands and fingers. Crap. Well, 2 weeks after starting chemo, neuropathy had begun creeping into my fingers, and touching the strings of an instrument was extremely painful. On my next hospital visit, I was asked to fill out a questionnaire. A neuropathy questionnaire. Okay. Check yes or no. Can you hold a pen? Yes. Can you button a shirt? That's a no. Let's see. Can you walk up and down stairs unaided? Well, yes, if I'm holding on to Kathy. So I guess that's a no. Can you operate a zipper? No. That's why I'm wearing sweatpants. Do you feel like a woman? What are my options? Can you use a TV remote? Yes. Does neuropathy interfere with your ability to do your job? Can you pick up a quarter? No. But I can pick up a guitar pick.
I saw Marcy's first hair growth in the early morning light.
And I saw those eyes that had continuously looked at me like I was the most beautiful thing in the world.
And one by one, the hairs kept on coming. She was someplace between a chia pet and a small patch of new grass.
And as my hair grew, neuropathy subsided little by little.
And as that happened,
Thank you.
she was gradually able to touch the strings of an instrument without pain, and eventually strum a little bit, and then play a whole song.
And with each quarter-inch of hair growth, I could do a little bit more.
And a little bit more.
And a little bit more. Oh, from day to day, it's so hard for me to say if the road that I'm on now will lead me right. Ah, but year to year, it becomes a bit more clear. Seems like I am getting closer to the light. And when my burden's great, so that I bend under the weight, and it seems like I'm surrounded by the night. Oh, well, I don't mind traveling along this darkened road if I'm traveling closer to the light. Every day I start with this compass in my heart, and it helps to keep the road within my sights. And as I go forth, looking for magnetic north, seems like I am getting closer to the light. And when my burden's great, so that I bend under the weight, and it seems like I'm surrounded by the night. Oh, well, I don't mind traveling along this darkened road if I'm traveling closer to the light. And when my burden's great, so that I bend under the weight, and it seems like I'm surrounded by the night. Oh, well, I don't mind traveling along this darkened road if I'm traveling closer to the light. People sometimes tell me that I'm really brave, and they ask how a patient can keep going back over and over. Well, anyone with cancer will tell you that we do what we have to do. And when it's over, we don't feel totally safe. We're always looking over our shoulder. I can tell you that the thing that kept me going was the love of my partner. Every day she looked at me with love in her eyes. I never saw fear. I never saw doubt. I only saw confidence.
I didn't really know where this would lead. I only know that it was very, very difficult to watch someone I love suffer so much. I was not 100% sure that Marcy would ever play music again. But I was, and I still am, 100% sure that whatever happens, we will go through this life together.
Kathy gave me the strength when I felt my absolute lowest to get up one more time and take one more step.
Well, you know, I am used to having the last word. And Marcy's motto throughout illness has stuck with us: lower your expectations and increase your optimism.
And now with 40 years together,
We're stronger than ever. It takes two to tango,
two for a pair.
Two to make twins.
Two rocking chairs.
Two hearts to beat to.
One single drum.
Two voices in unison to make a song. Hum.
You complete my
Sentence. You finish my
meal. You steal my ice cream.
You weren't finishing it. That's part of the deal.
You have to slow down for me.
Can't you speed up?
No, not really.
We're two peas in a pod. Just make it life fun. You're a preacher's daughter.
Yes, I'm a chic sign. You're a Jew.
We have a mixed marriage. That's nothing new.
Well, the marriage part is kind of new.
You know more melody.
You know more songs.
When we had harmony, you know we can't go wrong. Marcy Marksler, swing it. You're so damn positive.
You're so damn strong. How do you do it?
We're so different. That's how we get along. You went to charm school.
Honey, you skipped that class.
Together we've got each other's internet passwords. But somehow we fit like two hands in one glove. From the moment we kissed, it was clear we're in love. Through laughter and smiles, sickness and more, we had no idea what was in store. Stacy McMichael. And Janet Kramer. You complete my
Sentence. Yeah. You finish my.
meal. You eat my ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
That's part of the deal. I have to slow down for you.
I can't speed up.
We're two peas in a pod, just making life. Peas in a pod, just making life. Peas in a pod, just making life. Up.
A panic swept my mortal soul, and just like that began to roll around my stomach like a lump of coal. It burned and churned and twisted round till all that's left was just the sound of the wind chimes and bell inside the door. All wigged out, the temperature's rising. All wigged out, friends are mobilizing. All wigged out, yeah. All wigged out. Break it down now. No precious time to contemplate, no way to wait and meditate, or otherwise negate the plan in place. That chair was empty as it sat, so it and I got out of chat, for in its habitat began my fate. All wigged out, whoa, all wigged out. There'll be some compromising. All wigged out, get away, all wigged out. That's part of the deal. You'll have to slow down for me.
We get to do it again. Really?
Okay.
You go first?
I
Really?
go first, yeah.
Really?
Well, you like to have the last word, but
Okay. Fine.
you complete my.
You got to sing the line.
Dang it! I did that all by myself.
Okay, let's go.
I had no help making that mistake. Okay.
Lower your expectations and increase your optimism.
And now, with 40 years together, we're stronger than ever.
Oh, and then I'm supposed to say.
This is a good time for a song. Don't you just feel it coming? I do. Come up here. Don't back up. Come back with me.
It takes two to tango,
Two for a pair,
two to make twins.
two rocking chairs.
One more time, so I play the right chord.
And now, with 41 years together. We'll give her a minute. We'll give her a minute. We're aging fast right here in front of your eyes.